Stephen A., I don't know if you got the news from a tweet or from a source or however, but just give me your initial reaction when it hit your ears. Magic Johnson's quit the Lakers.
Stunned at the timing. Stunned at the timing because it's the last game of the regular season. It's before the Lakers played their home game, which means that you suspected there was going to be, if not LeBron James himself, but whether it's Jeanie Buss or somebody else that may have been in the facility at that particular moment in time, the heat was definitely going to be aimed in their direction because Magic Johnson quit. And Magic Johnson is not a quitter. So why would all of a sudden he elect to do this? Remember, he made that statement prior to last summer and acquiring LeBron James. In other words, what he was saying is, if I can't get a marquee talent here, then obviously I'm not doing my job, and I'll step away. Nobody will have to push me away. Well, if you've acquired LeBron James, universally recognized as the best player in the game, at least before his injury, why would all of a sudden you decide to walk away unless you believe that you couldn't get him any help, you couldn't hire the coach that you wanted to hire, you couldn't get rid of the GM you may have wanted to get rid of? We don't know. I do know this. You didn't only hear about Magic Johnson wanting to get rid of Luke Walton and his coaching staff by 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, by the way. But you also heard that he probably wanted to get rid of Rob Pelinka, the general manager. Now, I spoke to Jeanie Buss and Rob Pelinka. They categorically and emphatically denied any such thing whatsoever. But what they're going to have to deal with is the scuttlebutt that's circulating around NBA circles and has been circulating for the last couple of weeks, is that Magic Johnson didn't only just want to go in a different direction pertaining to the coach, he wanted to do so with the GM. We got to pay attention to what's going on and see what the fallout is.
Jeanie Buss did not seem to be offended that she was not told in person by Magic that it was this press conference. Kind of hits me wrong. How do you feel about not going to the office and telling the boss I'm done?
I think that I don't believe Magic Johnson. And I don't want to call him a liar. That would be derogatory and disrespectful towards him. But I do believe in this particular case pertaining to Jeanie Buss, there was an elevated level of frustration, and that is why he did not communicate face-to-face to Jeanie Buss. I don't believe because he loves her so much and she's like a sister to him. That's why he didn't tell her. That's usually a reason why you prioritize telling somebody to their face as opposed to having a press conference. So that's just my personal belief, and I also think it speaks to it gives credence to the level of frustration that has been circulating as it pertains to Magic Johnson and what he was feeling about the coach and the GM. We're going to know more tomorrow and the day after. Because if Luke Walton still keeps his job, then we're going to know there was some disagreement here. Because I'm here to tell you, Luke Walton was gone. The coaching staff was gone. It's a given. I'm telling you what I know. They were done. All right? Then you've got Rob Pelinka. And it depends on who you believe. Do you believe that Magic Johnson was going to get rid of a GM, that people have been going behind Rob Pelinka's back, in fairness to Rob Pelinka, who was an accomplished agent, represented Kobe Bryant for years? He's an individual that was respected but sincerely and deeply disliked by some people. This is a guy that has been, people have talked about him being at Lakers facilities and asking, where's Magic, where's Magic, where's Magic? And it was like a running joke because Magic was almost never around. At least that was the perception that was trying to be put out there. We don't know how much accuracy there is to these reports, but what we do know is that it's been talked about for months. And Rob Pelinka, falsely or not, has been accused of doing these kind of things. If he keeps his job and Luke Walton keeps his job, then you know that had something to do with Magic Johnson's willingness to walk away. Because at least when it pertains to the coach, he clearly was going to make that change.
Stephen A. Smith in Los Angeles. Plenty of debate, including if he left the Lakers better than he found them 2.5 years ago. Thanks, Stephen A.
I was on my way on vacation. I stopped it for this and for First Take tomorrow. I'll be ready.
You're
I'll
dedicated.
see y'all later.